I have to say that actually the stream might be a bit more chaotic because exactly as you can hear, probably going to be some noises in the background which are going to pretty much making me unfocused. But I kind of have to have my iWorks iPhone turned on because I'm waiting for something to be accepted because I've asked to for permission to to actually work from home tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We'll see. I doubt it's going to be actually accepted, but I don't know. We will see. To be fair, I've actually kind of figured. I was pondering why people were using, chatbots and stuff. Why they were viewbotting, and I have to say that actually Twitch is so inconsistent with the amount of people that you can have on your stream. It's painful. Like the only moment where it works in the way that you know um the only moment when it works in the way that Twitch actually wanted to work is when you're like a huge streamer with like tens if not hundreds of thousands of people being you know assigned to your assigned what am I talking about? Well, genuinely just like thousands of people following your channel and like genuinely being there. So yeah, okay. I think I've sent all the links where I want for now, I guess. So basically, what we have here is actually the material for the thumbnails, so you can see how close we are into actually getting into everything now. Uh, and I don't know actually. Like I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like you know. Uh, I don't necessarily feel like drawing. That's why hence the descriptions in the thing. Like I might just end up talking. Okay, I see someone was actually mangling with my microphone. I think you can actually hear me now. Yeah. So basically, I was saying that now I know why, for example, why there are people actually view botting, and I've noticed that it's almost impossible for people to actually reach their goals in like uh in the could hear you before too. Oh, okay. Thanks, Zaga. Also, hi. Good to have you here. How are you? Hope it has been. So basically, like it's very difficult to hit even those 3 active viewers. I mean, 3 simultaneous viewers on your stream on Twitch when you are just starting. I think to hit that you need like at least 300 followers if my math is mathing well. So yeah, like about, which is kind of weird that it's actually a thing. I don't even know why is it like that, but yeah, whatever. It doesn't mean that I'm going to do that. It's just I kind of found a reason why people would do it. But yeah. Seen many streamers coming from zero, having 100 plus active viewers nowadays, but they have booba. Yeah, like either we're talking about like people that are not like exploiting certain assets that are going to obviously hook a lot of attention in very short time. I can assure you that it doesn't matter. I would say it matters a lot. A lot of people, well, here's the thing, when we're talking about VTubers, being a male VTuber is actually a niche. Male VTubers are considered a niche for VTubing. And we are talking about the fact that even men, the straight up men that are not like feeling women or anything, just guys, have female VTuber models just because, right? But it does actually affect the amount of it actually, statistic-wise, does actually affect the channel if it's like a dude model or if it's a gal model, you know? I would dare to bet if I made a female avatar and used voice changer, I would have Twitch affiliate in 2 weeks. Even less, you would, for sure. You would. This is the thing. I mean, at times I've seen people like rising their accounts without even voice changer. When someone was asking why you are streaming with female avatar, just for lols, and that was it. And people were going with it. To be fair, content creation is so monotonous. Because you can't really get out of, you know, the actual range. I mean, even RKRB has like 5 to 6 people chatting there. He has only the female avatar, yeah. And that's enough. Really, female avatar. And that's why I dare to say that male VTubers are a niche. Straight up. Because it's actually that. It's actually a niche. Plus add the fact that I'm not doing the mainstream games or anything like that, or any mainstream content, that's also being a niche. I'm actually an art VTuber, that's a niche. And I've heard that my art style is a niche. I can't believe there is no demand for fuckboys. Yeah, no, there's none. Literally, there's none. Like, actually, if you just want to stream for fun, like being male VTuber is your way to go, because you can be assured that even though you are not going to try, because that's how I feel this is actually going for it. You don't have to try to actually, you know, reach huge amounts of views, and we are not here for your body. I mean, yeah, that's true. But that actually kind of sickens me, because the fact that actually it is like that is the fact that a lot of people are coming to someone's streams for their body. Because usually you can see pattern. You can see that those are like very specific kinds of girls, you know? With a very specific build. That's that. Of course, I have to underline it. It's not like I'm salty. It's just I know, you know, the content creation, because I've been analyzing this a little bit, and hence, for example, my post on Reddit, on Vtuber Reddit group, which actually helped a lot of people to either change the way how they are doing their content or change their mindset when they are doing their content. Because those are just statistics. If you want to actually do something about content creation, you have to learn how to be very statistical about that. There's no passion involved, there's no hobby involved in that. You come in, you for example stream with a female avatar, you're streaming mainstream games, you are doing a lot of very jiggly, in certain ways, you know, moves. And that's enough to mesmerize enough people to get you like affiliated or even partnered on Twitch or on YouTube with clips or something like that. And I have to say, I've seen a lot of clips that were just not entertaining. Don't know, for me streamers are more like Tamagotchi, watching the screen, getting entertained, something interact and they do something funny too. Yeah, actually, that kind of seems like that. At times, but it's only for very specific people. Hi Skylar, glad to be here. How are you? Hope it was going. God damn it. But yeah, I feel you. It does kind of feel like it. Without any further ado, let's actually draw because I haven't do that in a while. But yeah, it's kind of sad if you think about it. Okay, absolutely stunning, my prince. Why? Because it kind of feels like we are going into objectifying people on the internet. It's like they are not people anymore. Hence the recent dramas, because female VTubers were collaborating with male VTubers. That's objectifying a person. Like, it's sad that, for example, it kind of feels that a lot of those VTubers that we know of being a success, like from Hololive or anything like that, they're like kind of bound to what they are allowed to do. And definitely getting into any kind of relationship with anything is not like necessarily allowed. I don't think it's about objectifying people, it's objectifying the media they create, kinda too, but isn't media the content they are putting out? And in the end it's still just, you know, them being behind all of it. So, and people are not talking about their content, they are talking about them in general. They can't get into relationships. They are getting into trouble when a relationship leaks out. It's like when I eat at the restaurant and I say the service is good, am I objectifying the waiter? Well, I don't think it's actually well-fitting example of it. We're talking about the fact that literally people are losing their entire life careers overnight just because it leaked out that they have a boyfriend or girlfriend. In my eyes, it's the same, I see. I understand that point of view, to be fair. I understand it. But it's not like saying, well, for me it's kind of difficult to actually get into that example, because for me it's kind of like, you know, people are, for example, sitting down and they are watching their Oshis. They saw the Fantasias media, people buy their body pillow, bath water, etc. Yeah, kinda, yeah. I mean, it's an idol culture, isn't it? Like, even Rihanna had psycho fans at certain point in her careers that were like saying they are, you know, they are together, even though Rihanna had no idea about them. After all, parasocial actually, well, yeah, after all, parasocial is actually a way to describe it, you know, way to describe those people. And it's a term that has been around for a really long time. It just wasn't used. It started to be used when, you know, huge amount of parasocials started to appear on the VTuber side. If they ruin that service, it's on them, because the whole thing is built on lies, yeah. But for example, you have Hololive, which was trying to build their there are people around the boyfriend-girlfriend experiences, and it didn't really work out because there was a huge lash out. And in the end, actually, people got super mad and they just fell out of it. But still, for example, you get the still kind of similar treatment by some people towards those VTubers, right? So I guess we are now. I guess I'm now kind of diversing towards the concept that even if it's not there, it's still there, which is truth. Yeah, it's really easy. Yeah, I'm just, I'm just pondering and catching up slowly. Oh yeah. Just look at the real value of the content. I mean, the real value of the content is okay, I guess. That's actually a good point out. We're talking about streams where normal messages are not being read, and only the messages that were paid for are getting read. And this is unfortunately on most of the streamers. I haven't really seen that many streamers actually talking to viewers that are not sending them super chats or donations. On the contrary, yeah, it's kinda easier to do it this way. If they sit down and not play game, don't create art, not showing any substantial skills, just selling personality and chances to interact, then they are kind of objectifying themselves already. Yeah. Yeah, that's valid. That's fair. That makes sense, absolute sense. Because they are just selling, but the same thing is like those Twitch streamer girls that are streaming from the bathtub, and that's their entire content because they are doing that on a daily basis. So that's kind of the kind of the same idea that they are already objectifying themselves, and it's kind of funny when people are calling them out. They are selling their presence. Somebody sells the image of their body too. Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, it's kind of funny when people are, when people are actually calling them out for that, for selling the image of their body somehow in during those bathtub streams, and they get all angry and literally the person is silencing them with a couple words, saying that she literally lives off of people that are watching her taking a bath. It's kind of sad in what direction the world goes though, even though it's not the first time this happens. Well, why else would they do bathtub stream if not pouring? Yeah, exactly. And my thought, it's not like it's fresh to the world that something like that happens. It was like way earlier too, right? So, kind of makes sense. Yeah, we have other campsites too, but they are more expensive and often lower quality. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that. Yeah, like a cam show. I mean, for some people it's even a free cam show, so it's kind of like they are selling themselves for free. If that makes sense, which is even more, which is kind of ironic. But there are already like methods for them to make stuff more cameral and, you know, make people pay for that content. Hence YouTube membership only streams. Because yes, on YouTube there are streams like that and they are not getting taken down. I have to check the iPhone in a sec. There are so many messages. I'm waiting just for a confirmation that tomorrow I have a... that tomorrow I'm actually working from home. Although I'm wondering if it's a good idea. If it's not going to be accepted, I'm not going to actually be sad. They don't sell themselves for free, they advertise the product. I mean... what does it give them? Actually? Like, besides anything... like straight up, people, it's not like some people are going to go around more money on the main income media. Damn, my head being sick. I'm so sorry folks for this topic. It's just, it kind of came to my mind when I was starting the stream, because I've been scrolling Reddit for a while and it was literally the only topic that was coming up again and again. I like sociology related topics. Kind of same, it's just, you know, each person has their own opinion on that. I respect every opinion on some topics. I mean, I respect every opinion actually, because like everyone is entitled to that, but you know, I also am aware that I'm not going to agree with some people. But, you know, that being said, like, I have 100% like support your vision, Zega, because it actually kinda solves some stuff. With some common sense, people can be convinced on most opinions. Yeah. But to be fair, like, I still stand by what I say, that it's kind of like giving away your body for free. And a lot of people notice that, and you can kind of see that the amount that, you know, the only thing after a certain period of time that kind of started to give people cash was huge amount of ads revenue, which more and more people are also cancelling out. So soon it might actually be to be fair, like, imagine something happens, huge drama explodes on them, their entire careers are ruined. It's not like they can come back because, like, everything is already, you know, so messed up that they just... what the heck is happening? Anyway. So it's not like they can just come back and start streaming again. And what they are going... and imagine they are going on a... you know, on a job talk, right? They are going on a job interview, and the guy is looking at her and like, I know you from Twitch, don't I? It's like, oh, right? It kind of shines a red flag. I've seen already some people are actually throwing the like the photos from resumes, just to see if something is going to come up. I would not recognize you on the street. I'm pretty basic. But yeah. I'm pretty basic. I'm really easy to lose in the open space. I know like 5 similar dudes to you, and neither of them are. Yeah, that's actually hilarious. But I know what you mean. I look like a randomly generated character in a very weak character generator. Like one of many randomly generated characters in that generator. I look like the default one. Yeah. Man, my nose is still stuffy. But yeah. Press next on the character creation. Bro. I've actually... actually, I think I've talked about the thing that I was working on my resume, on my new resume. I've actually finished it. I'm going to actually start applying for jobs tomorrow if I'm going to stay at home. We'll see. I would really prefer to at least find something in my city. And I know there are offices in my city, it's just... nobody needs anyone here. And if someone needs someone, it's like person, like, you know, a secretary, but you know what kind of secretary. A female blonde with long legs kind of secretary. If you know, you know. There are way too many things like that happening already in my city, so I know how it goes when I see somebody who can handle Excel. Yeah, like, I'm pretty good at Excel. You can say that it's my PowerPoint. Give my word. But yeah, I'm pretty good at it. I don't know what kinds of jobs are requiring Excel on my level. Like Excel handling. If I would know what exactly position I would have to look for, I would literally just apply anywhere just to get it. I would assume most of them. Kinda. Not really. And surprisingly, I haven't really met that many jobs that require Excel. To be fair, this is my current job is the only one that I've had that was requiring Excel. Or rather, is requiring Excel. It's pretty difficult to find it. I might actually try to Google jobs requiring good skills at Excel and just try to apply for those. I don't know why, but I like monotonous work. Like, I'm literally just the average Bob, I guess. I just like clicking buttons, you know, do Excel spreadsheets, calculate stuff with it. I want to do one of those games which brings in like 30-50k PLN monthly. Insane. But actually my learnings of C# is going to get stretched in time. I guess. Man, stuffy nose is the worst actually that you can get. Like, I can have sore throat, I don't mind it, I can stream with sore throat, I was doing that already. And it's not really affecting me that much. I can stream with sneezing, I can stream with cough, I don't mind it. I can just mute myself when I feel like it's coming. But dude, with stuffy nose, like, I can't even breathe properly. I feel like I'm choking constantly. I feel like I'm constantly out of breath. Which is actually the worst feeling ever. I hate it. I want it to be done, finally. I don't like breathing through mouth. Also haven't really played anything. Well, duh. I've actually fell asleep pretty late. I think it was about to be midnight or something like that. When I kind of like forced myself to sleep. I had like a couple attempts to force myself to sleep, but I couldn't. So yeah. Also, I'm really sorry again, folks, that I'm kind of making you listen to me sniffing constantly. I know it's so irritating, I hate it myself, it's just I really want to do that. So I hope you will bear with me throughout this. Tomorrow probably I'm not going to stream, we'll see. Day after tomorrow I have time off, so I can. Also, I've kind of put a huge wager on my, you know, dating thing. I've asked her for the phone number, you know, just to move on from the freaking Tinder. Since, you know, as soon as I'm going to get better, and I'm expecting it to be around like, you know, 10th or something like that. So literally on my paycheck, kinda, I think. I'm usually lucky enough for those days like that. I want to get out with her and see where it's going to go. Go to the zoo or whatever place you use for dating casually. Actually, coffee as a first date is really cool. I was thinking about taking her for coffee and then arcades. She seemed to be interested in the arcade idea. You know, just to have some fun. My coffee dates were always awkward, I see. I mean, yeah, kinda it feels like, you know, you're on a job interview, isn't it? It's just sitting and talking about yourself. Man, I feel like being sick activated like some kind of neurons in my brain, allowing me to draw really fast. There are girls who don't even talk about themselves. I've actually get to know her a little bit when I was writing with her on Tinder. I know like what kind of job and studies she does because she learns at university, and she's working. We kind of actually share the amount of time, which is bare minimum that human person can actually access. We are quite similar actually. She likes books, fantasy books. She likes listening to some podcasts. She has some creative hobbies, like we've already talked a little bit. It's just coffees, to talk more about, like getting the feel. Those sound cool. Yeah. Exactly. And it's pretty much like very similar to like how am I, so we have very similar vibe, and I really like that thing. I really wanted to date someone who would be, who would have like a very similar vibe to me, because I know we would get along pretty much. Of course not like someone exactly like me, because like that's first of all very difficult, and second of all, I can't stand myself with myself, not even thinking about dating someone like me. It's not going to work out, is it? I would totally vibe with a girl who is like me. Oh my god, really? OG. Gosh golly. Beans. I will date myself. Let's go, people cloning and changing their genders just to date ourselves. New progress in the freaking future. I can imagine how much it would actually affect people mentally. Because like imagine you are aware that you've met, and maybe you can even fuck yourself too. Yo, that would be the best way to literally and figuratively go fuck yourself. Bro, that's like actually the best idea ever. We have to copyright. We have to copyright that. We have to patent this. Bro. But actually imagine how much it would actually pull a stroll on the person's psyche. But first, I need my genetically engineered cat girl. I've seen a meme. Do you know that meme, or rather a clip, when Joker actually got the power to actually rule the entire universe? And he had like Batman captured, and he was trying to play a game to try to guess who he is. And Scarecrow just literally... Sounds familiar? Yeah. And Scarecrow just literally took off his mask, and he was like, Bruce Wayne? No, it can't be Bruce Wayne. Where is my electric car, Bruce? I've invested X amount of dollars. Where are the electric cars you promised? Yeah. Now imagine actually that, but with cat girls. Where are my genetically engineered cat girls you've promised? But seriously though, like I think it would like seriously affect people's mentality and psyche if we would be aware that we are literally with our own clones, just female versions. I think it would like straight up like affect us mentally a bit. It might not be like how is it called? It might not be really a like known from the get-go, but I think like the further we would go in that, the more it would actually affect people mentally. Isn't it like having an identical twin? Yeah, and now imagine you are actually with that identical twin. Like it would literally start to feel like everyone is dating their own sisters or brothers. And I know that some people would be affected by that. I mean, certain places in America wouldn't mind. That's some Game of Thrones vibes, yeah, actually, kind of. To be fair, I had an option to buy Lord of the Ice Throne recently, but I didn't. I have to start writing that book and learn C# a bit more. I have to be more rigorous about that. I've done some progress with it though. I'm not sure if I finished the task properly though, so I'm now kinda overthinking the task I finished. I have an option to buy a Lambo, but I don't. Bro. If you can buy a Lambo, you can freely, like, you can actually afford most likely buying a house in Poland. Also, I feel like buying a Lambo is not necessarily like back in the days. A lot of people were thinking like, yeah, having a Lambo is a thing, but now I don't know. Like personally, I wouldn't want a Lamborghini or any like supercar or muscle. Like I feel like I would prefer like older car. I don't know, like maybe an old Dodge Challenger. Lambo are like 350k. If it's in PLN, then you can definitely buy a house here. In PLN, yeah, so you can definitely buy a house here. That's actually straight up. That's cheap, lol. Yeah, it is cheap, like relatively for people who can afford that, but unfortunately for average Polish person, it's not like actually that much. Houses are like 800k PLN here. Yeah, over here, houses that cost like that are like newly built, God knows how, tried to be fancy designer houses. That's the thing. New ones are 10 times that, bro. So you could literally just buy a house in Poland, like straight up. Not even that, I think you could be able to buy like a piece of land straight up with the house. Like a house with some, like, like a full family house. I was trying to make a sniff out and I was zooming on the feet, sorry. That probably sounded so bad, if you heard it. I don't know, I feel so disgusting when I have a stuffy nose. No, I don't think we are going to be able to actually finish this one. I'm really sorry that I'm putting all of you for that. Like, again, I really feel bad. Like, every single time I'm making a noise, I'm like, god damn it. Not again. How are prices in the city north of you? Quite the same. Quite the same. Depends if we're talking about flats. Let me check real quick. Yeah, flats are big in heritage buildings. I assume you have those two. Yeah, totally. Let me just go through all of those, like, obviously 3D generated houses that are just bought advertisers. Wait, let me actually limit the price. Okay, one room, 26.57 meters squared, 370 PLN. One room, 18 meters squared, 250,000 PLN. Two rooms, 29.83 meters squared, 369,000 PLN. One room, 31 meters squared, 390,000 PLN. Now you have like 12,370 PLN per meter squared. All of them are like only one room or two rooms, actually. But yeah, there's like a bunch of those. There we go, there's one. 369,000. American kitchen is fine. Yeah. Two rooms, 45 meters squared, and it's like 8,200 PLN per meter squared. Like, there's a lot. It's relatively cheap then. Yeah, you have a bunch of those. 11,520 PLN per meter squared, 11,555 PLN per meter squared. There's like a lot of those. if you know where to look and how to not really get scammed on some things, because you know the mindset, oh, that person is from the abroad, let's boost the price a little bit because the abroad, right? I need like 50 square meter. Imagine Zeg actually buying a house. There we go. 83 meters squared, 315,000. 3 rooms. Hi Elliot, glad to be here. Hi, I'm Maple. 3k a month, I'm telling you, actually housing that you can buy. Like straight up, there's just like 83 meters squared, which has like 3,795 PLN per meter squared. There's like a lot of them. But you can like probably you are going to be able to find one like that. So hey, Maple, how are you? Hope how's it going? I think this is the first Instagram, so hope you find a coffee corner here. I can look for rentals. Zega, if you want. No, I look around if I need to. I was just curious. I see. But yeah, like with the if someone actually has cash like that, and quite often those are people that are working abroad, but may have to move there for 1 or 2 months, as our interview goes. I see. A small meetup. No idea why they require my personal presence. I mean, this is the same kind of question I'm asking myself every single time when I have to go to my work. So, and probably you've already heard me yapping about this. I have a job that literally doesn't require me to be there, but I still needed to be there. If they have free coke tap and ping pong table and bean bags, it's bearable. No doubt, it's going to be probably the very classical office. Hi Muto, got Navi here, how are you? Hope it was going. Hashtag software dev life, yeah. Understandable. Free beer is the minimum they should provide. Actually, over here, very little amount of places are letting you use something for free. Hey, well, how are you doing today? Still sick? Yeah, I'm still sick. These amenities are dwarfed by our wages anyways, I see. Hopefully soon. Yeah, I really hope so too. I think tomorrow I'm not going to stream because I'm going to feel so bad, like making you hear me sniffing for one more stream. I'm literally on the verge of actually getting a hiatus until I get better. I think those are actually allergies. I have a lot of stuff like connected with allergies. I don't really feel like I have a warm head or anything like that. I don't really feel like I'm having a fever, so... A lot of people have allergies in these weeks, yeah. You wouldn't be. Wishing you well. Thank you. But trees aren't even blooming. Yeah. I mean, it might seem like it, but the spores are still there. Spores don't have to... are not only in the blooming season. They can also be, as far as I remember, they can also be dispersed by the trunks. Or whenever, you know, they're starting to grow. Today I've seen like a flower growing actually. Like at someone's gardens. My tulips are blooming. Yeah. Flowers are already blooming. And you know, for example, if you have oak, oak is blooming in a different season. I have a lot of willows and birches, and those are blooming already. And I might actually have an allergy to one of those because this is literally their peak. This is literally their both of those trees peaks of spores of pollen. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream now. We didn't really finish this one, but we're not really that far away. But I'm really not feeling like I'm capable to pull the stream longer. Sorry, folks. Sickness is really bad for me. For the streams. Maybe future streams are going to be silent ones. We will see. Thanks Zega for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Skylar, Elliot and Muto for being active in the chat on YouTube. As always folks, stay creative. I hope to see you all in the next stream.